going on, boys? How we doing today? Are we doing good? Are we not doing good? I'm doing good. Oh boy, what a day. So, as far as everything goes on my end, I kind of didn't plan out breakfast or dinner too well. Yeah, the opposite of breakfast. Actually, I didn't plan it so bad. I didn't plan it, yeah, so bad. I planned it so bad. There we go. I planned it so bad that, in fact, I have more food just sitting somewhere, but I can't bring myself to eat it. But, it's sitting in a cooking device that's not on, so at least I have that. It's, not terrible. I mean, it's sealed, technically, but it's, that's the reason why I'm late, is I was talking with my roommates. One of them was about to go to, Europe for a while, like a couple weeks, I think, like something like a couple weeks. And I was talking with them, trying to scarf down food, and I looked at my clock, and I was like, oh shit, it's like 8 o'clock, but also I'm not going to see you for like 2 weeks, so I'd like to give you some encouragement, as well as possibly advice on jet lag. I've been to Japan, so that's like a 16-hour flight. Yeah, big difference in terms of like, difference in terms of like time, and jet lagging is really hard there too, because the sun's basically the polar opposite of where you are. I think Japan time is roughly, it's depending on where you live, it's basically the opposite. I mean, not quite actually. It's a little bit east of the US. The exact opposite for them is like in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, but like pretty close to where I think Puerto Rico is. I think Puerto Rico is basically where it is. Ooh. That's dinner. Still hitting me really hard. I literally was scarfing it down. That's what I was doing. That's why y'all were waiting for it in the intro screen. But today, what are we doing? We're going back in and playing a nice, relaxing game. Doki Doki for fun. Just listen to this music. So relaxing. Just exactly what I need to calm my nerves and make me feel beautiful. Ugh. I also bought an espresso maker, like one of the hot espressos. I would pull it up, but I'd have to go looking for the source. But anyway, it's like one of those hot espressos. You pour the water in the basin, then you fill, then you put like a little filter in it that percolates, and you put that in there, and then you put the coffee grounds in there, and then screw on the top, and then you boil that, and then it boils up through the percolator and comes out inside the top basin, and you pour that, and that makes an espresso for you. I learned the hard way that you don't just use regular coffee with that stuff. I used to do that when cooking, like you're cooking like a tiramisu or something of that nature. I was like, oh yeah, perfectly fine, it works like that. And it's like, yeah, but it's not ideal, not in the slightest ideal. Like, it was a weird cup of coffee, and I was like, oh shit, that's not what I want. And also now I feel really hyped up on caffeine. Like, it was a lot, man, it's a lot. I may have to tone it back a bit for the next time. I'm used to just stuffing that thing full, but that basin being full of coffee, and I think it filled up my cup, so I'm going to need to buy a nice taza, which is Spanish for like a coffee mug. It's like a nice European style. It's not too big. It's not like a mug like we think of. It's like a coffee cafe style. We need to buy some of those. I like thinking of them as tazas, because when I first learned the term taza, I was like, oh wow, that's a really nice specific way to refer to that thing, and it's just sounds really nice. But anywho, that's a pretty good stopping point for that. we're gonna move on over to Doki Doki Literature Club. Give me a second to do that. To boot that boy up. Okay, should be coming up now. Give me a sec. It's loading in. Ooh, buddy. That wasn't as big of a surprise as I thought it would be. Anyway, yeah, I figured out some things, and this is one of them. I didn't get that timed as well as I thought I would. I practiced it a good bit, but yeah. I figured out how to source things and play with things. So you just witnessed me doing that. But yeah, we're back in Doki Doki Literature Club. And I kind of like this a lot better than whatever I was doing. And here we have our main girls. We have Monica. Probably our, I don't know, she's up there. She's definitely up there. Natsuki, of course, our favorite. Yuri. She's nice. I mean, she's nice. We have Sayori, also nice. Pretty good pick, I'd say. But I'd have to say probably Natsuki is my favorite at this point. What can I say? I'm a connoisseur of Kusogaki. She fits that archetype so beautifully. You little Kusogaki, you. I don't even remember the voices, so if the voices sound completely different here, I apologize. I also apologize to feature me right now. I'm sorry. Good luck editing this to making it sound coherent. I love you. That's gonna be cringe. That's gonna be absolute cringe, guys. Absolute cringe. Anyway, let's load back in. Let's see. I'm gonna go for this one. Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the whole club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part in the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, don't they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on! Are you saying that you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Got him! Just got him, baby! Just got him! That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. I got you. I got you. So guys, Ika means squid. Ooh, big translate. I get it. I get it. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's like a pun, but it's like you're literally mixing two names. It's like, uh-oh. Translation. All according to Keikaku, am I right? By the way, Keikaku means plan. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as funny as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori, anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything all right? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Roy, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but it seems like she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Roy. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. This time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Roy. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like a extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Roy. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know, anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I wouldn't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you! I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't so much time, so... Sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. And in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not that important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. So I think they took that out. I'm pretty sure they took out the third day. So it used to be, if you picked the same person over and over and over and over again, the third day would just repeat the scene from the last time. They got rid of that, and now instead of... I thought that maybe they were gonna add like an extra third day scene if like you exclusively go for the person you're looking at, like you're going for, but... I guess they didn't do that. I mean, that makes some sense, I guess. It would you know, you'd have to program all that in and work really hard on that, but that was something I thought that they may have added, because I was a little bit disappointed by that in the main game. It used to be that if you pick someone, they had 2 days with you, and then on the third day, if you went for them again, it would just repeat, I think, the second day again. So it was like, oh, I'm really gunning for this girl, but it's like the last day you might as well go for somebody else, because I think there's only 3 days for you to pick. The last day I don't think gives you a poem. I think it's the weekend. I think the weekend's about to happen. And then I'm not going to go any further. But yeah, essentially I thought that there was going to be a third scene right here that they added or something, but they didn't add it, so they just skip. I guess that's better than watching the second scene again. I'm not gonna say anything. I love you, Dan. I just thought that maybe y'all were gonna add something here. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica. She smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? God, I wonder who. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know, I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Ugh! Peak! It's peak right here. Just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki? What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best. Right? Took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Roy? Please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Wow. Not only did we hit it right on the nose, see, I forgot about this. Not only did we hit it right on the nose right there, but she immediately admits it to us. Jesus Lord, we've broken into her brain. She now trusts us with so much. She's letting us see her vulnerabilities. Ugh. Peak beauty right there, letting us break into the brain. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, "That's so cute, just like you, Natsuki"? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. Style doesn't matter. Emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki. If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk, smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it! Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem from the desk. It's not any good! And I know you hate my poems. So you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Well, why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think that your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well. But sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she focuses herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you... Oh, Lord! Here we go, baby! Here we go! Let's go back in. Let's go back in. Let's go back in. Let's get back in the mood. Let's get back in the mood. Poetry time. Poetry time. Poetry time. Because of you. Because you. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around. But when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout. But my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars. But when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart. But what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. Because you. Because you. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't say that, dummy. Baka. What do you think the point of the poem, point of writing is? Expressing things that you just can't say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well, and I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound competent like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. Ah, I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their assertion. I don't want it. Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. Just, I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. Some good shit right there. Good shit. Oh. Shit. Love that shit. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Yeah. I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so that I can put away Natsuki's poem. Well, this music is so quiet that like my even my speakers were like, nah, bruh. So we're gonna go back to headphone time. Who do I want to show my poem to next? Oh boy. Well, Sayori did seem a little bit down. We could talk to Yuri. Talk to Monica. I guess Sayori. Sayori would be the next person I want to talk to. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. I didn't write this poem for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Roy. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. All right. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. We didn't even get to see her poem. Like, what the hell? She just read my poem and then walked off. What a... Not really, but like... she just like read my poem and then was like, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Just like... fucking pieced right out of there. Alright, Yuri or Monica? I guess Monica. Yuri is probably bottom at this point. She's nice, I like Yuri, but just like we got so many good choices. Yuri's like a nice, refreshing glass of water. Monica is probably like a nice, refreshing glass of Coke. Sayori is probably in a similar vein. I would say she's more like a nice, refreshing glass of like Diet Coke, essentially. And then Natsuki is like heroin. I probably shouldn't say that. That's not gonna get me very far. That's gonna be viewed very badly. But yeah, Natsuki is like peak performance essentially. It's like I don't know, whatever your thing that you like more than Coke is, I guess. But I was kind of making a joke based on, like, you know, Coke, the other kind of Coke. I'm gonna stop now. I'm just gonna keep going. Hi, Roy. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Roy. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Pretending to like the manga she's into. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. No, I think you're misunderstanding, Roy. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I think I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. While I care about her and the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. I'm pretty sure I've gone on record saying this, but Monica's is probably the best. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift to the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing that legends don't exist, but when all else failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look into her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. All right. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that! Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day! Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll just want to focus on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe. I see. I think you're improving at writing in general, Roy. But I can't help but feel a little bit foolish. What for? Just... I feel like I kept trying to offer advice when it should have been clear to me that you prefer a different writing style. I probably just sounded arrogant. I'm so stupid. Yuri, that's a little... No. You don't understand. I spent so much time worrying about what's better and what's worse. Not just with you, with Natsuki and Sayori. It's obvious now why nobody has fun when they talk to me. Whoa. And because of that, I'll just keep my mouth shut about your poem. Yuri buries her head into her arms on her desk. That's not the first time I've seen her do that. I don't think it's ever as bad as you make it sound in your head. I think if people really didn't like talking to you, then it would be a lot more obvious. I know that you like to read deeply into things, but some things are just worth taking at face value. I've gotten so used to it that it's hard for me to comprehend any other possibility. Gotten used to what? Reading deeply into things? Being disliked? Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry. I never meant to bring this up. Yuri turns away from me. You should go. Please. Please don't look at me right now. I want to do some thinking. Are you sure? Yuri nods. All right. I leave Yuri be. Comforting or reassuring her is nearly impossible as it is. So when she wants to be alone, I think anything I say could only make things worse. I feel bad, but thankfully she doesn't take it out on me. I'll wait until she's feeling a little bit better. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange right now?
something did sound a little bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on!
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well?
Not to go home with her.
So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Oh?
That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people?
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so just whoop! I could just dodge that question real hard. Anyway, let's not talk about what Sayori's thinking or feeling right now. It's like, I don't know, man. Shouldn't seem too hot. Maybe we should be caring about that. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all of the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too.
Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. It'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Roy.
The one who is truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really be appreciative of that.
That's Is Monica suggesting that I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Well, Roy might not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Roy to... Well, what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Roy to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Roy, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well. In that case...
Everyone looks straight at me. But of course I'm going to pick... Oh boy, baby! Oh boy! Whoa! Oh boy! Oh boy! Whoa! Who are we gonna pick? Oh man. Monica is right. We haven't spent any time with Monica thus far. Although we really haven't been spending time with anybody. Am I being fair? So let's pretty sure this is a thing. Pretty sure this is a thing. I'm pretty sure this is an option. Let's save just in case. Let's just save just in case. I'm just curious. I'm pretty sure this is a thing. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica.
Yay, you picked me! Hold on a second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one that needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Roy was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to be making responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? Well, what are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made in such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah! We have a lot of work to do, you know? We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay. I get it. It's technically most logical for Roy to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference, Roy?
Well, if I have to pick, if you're gonna twist my arm, we've been going the Natsuki route the whole time. Might as well go all the way through with it. I want that peak. That peak Kusogaki. Give it to me, girl. You've given me peak Kusogaki. Outdo yourself. Raise the bar. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys make it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people.
Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute ago you were saying that... That's because... never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all.
God, Jesus Christ. Someone give this girl a therapist. Christ. She needs help. She needs help. Needs a lot of help.
That's good.
Yeah, exactly what I'm thinking, Monica. That's good. Yeah, good for you, girl. You're like the most mature one out of all of us. God, Lord. Even Yuri is being melodramatic. It's a little hard to not feel bad.
So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's about it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome!
I don't think that really counts.
What about you, Roy?
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me! What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking.
Natsuki starts pouting too.
It's not that big of a deal or anything.
Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help.
That doesn't mean...
Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression.
Look.
Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders.
Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a ton too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way people feel during the performances. So, you stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit.
Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction.
You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but...
Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so... Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out of the door as they chat between each other.
Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gone home and realized that you didn't have any way to contact me.
Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Dumb me. Oh, look at me.
Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything.
Why would I do that?
Huh.
Natsuki gives me her phone number. Yeah, baby. Fuck yeah. Just made it weird. Just made it really weird right there. Just...
Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured since I'm the one helping you, I'd be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me.
Really? That's kind of strict, if you ask me.
Yeah? How do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over.
All right, fine by me.
Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it.
Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work?
Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like, in front of everyone, that I was looking forward to this.
Wait, really?
Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so...
Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday.
Never mind.
I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming over on my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to hanging out with her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. Until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. Yeah. It's already Sunday, baby! I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any differently when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Other than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's strange. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori?
Hi, Roy.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
Ah, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it always has been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Weren't you supposed to see Natsuki today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then?
Yep.
There's more silence between us.
Awkward.
Sayori stands in a random direction. Stands in a random direction. Just like... Yeah. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles and shakes her head.
That's no good, Roy.
Eh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been so worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Jesus Lord, not you too! This is supposed to be a relaxing day, Sayori! It's supposed to be an escape from reality, not returning back into it! Why, God? Jesus Christ! Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Roy. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really gonna make me say it, aren't you, Roy? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life.
It's supposed to be escape from reality. But you know what? I'll take it. Let's see where this goes. It's a bold playing, Cotton. Let's see where this goes.
Let's see how, see what you're on to, Dan. What do you got for me? What do you got, Dan? What's the strategy here? Depression. Hitting a little too close to home, Dan. Come on. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. Me too, buddy. Can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Roy. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then we would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. It also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. Then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided that the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Roy. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Roy. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Roy. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing into my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Roy, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know how I care. You have it in it to call yourself selfish, and you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Roy. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary, too.
Sayori lets me go. And she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it.
Had a little voice crack, didn't you, right there, Sayori?
I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
All right. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. That's right, baby! Alright, baby. I spend only a few minutes at my home anxiously waiting for Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know that she's outside of the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Jeez, don't make me feel awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't just be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of...
Okay. Whoops. Had a little voice crack, didn't we? Didn't we, me?
Yeah, we definitely did.
I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. You know, they're teenagers. They have a lot of voice cracks, you know. It happens. I see you brought a lot of materials!
Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen.
What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Roy?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you.
Because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much?
It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. But it's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? I don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You are more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? Just because I don't have to have a mature, sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean that you should treat me like...
Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki?
Forget it! I didn't say anything!
I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little bit more considerate too. But also, that's what you're thinking, and you should know that there's tons of guys who are into body types like yours.
How would you know that anyway?
Trust me on this one.
Gross.
Hey, was that to me?
Who else?
Man. Let's just get started already.
You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Roy.
Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But if she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Roy, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors are different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we going to be doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on! I'm not putting any heart into this at all. Would you at least try to have some fun?
I'm having fun. Not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh?
I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Oh boy. Oh boy! Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it.
For a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it into her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrists.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to start reaching the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all of her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
Gross! Got it on my face!
Whose fault is that?
There's a big glob of icing on...
Oh, shit. Natsuki was narrating that part.
There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek!
She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez! You know what? Take this!
Natsuki instead wipes it off her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
Stop!
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
Woo, woo. You don't mean it. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing how you react. You do it to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that, you know.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger, put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Oh, whoa, boy! Woo, woo, woo! Getting hot and spicy up in here. Oh, boy. Getting to the point where we have to rate this R18, baby. We're gonna have R18. No kids allowed.
What? Did you seriously just...
Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
Roy, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. You left the dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. Another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. Tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. The moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcakes trays into the oven, and I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened.
Ah, that smells good.
Cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling, warm air fills the room.
Look at how cute they look.
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays.
They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you'll need to tell me what that.
Oh, I read that. Natsuki talking to herself. That's what just happened.
I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some of the plastic bags.
I have these nozzles that will help make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. And we probably won't be using it this time though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever.
Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually.
Eh?
Well, it's a literature event, right? You can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be more fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. That's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on. I'm not at school. Nobody's judging. You can dress and act like this and not you can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well...
Natsuki's voice trails off.
Same with you.
Eh? Did you say something?
No, nothing. Let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the pace and fastens a nozzle to each of the bags.
It's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. Dang, what a pro. What a pro. Pro tsundere here. Pro. Shows me how to apply the icing, and then we get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have one now.
Oh, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
So yours is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have more time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance.
Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. Yeah, she really loves listening to me. I felt so helpless. You and me both, brother. You and me both. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, I didn't even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted.
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this kind of chance. Doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. Showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you wanted to read manga or go out somewhere...
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you.
Roy, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Oh, buddy! Oh, buddy boy! Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me.
I've felt it for a while now.
Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sayori? Hi, Roy.
Sayori. Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Roy. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Aw, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat up any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki. How close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. It's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
It's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Roy?
God, Jesus Christ, this game. Come on now.
This is a bold move. This is a really bold move, Dan. This is a very bold move, Dan. Where are we going with this? Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Roy. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being so selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica?
Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. Oh, that's what I hit. I was like, did I secretly find an option? It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Roy. I'm really scared. What are you so scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Roy, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want to hurt you anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Remember how I said that I will always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Welp. I think this is a catch-22. Honestly, this is a catch-22. Like, there is no right decision right here. Both decisions are bad. Both decisions are actually terrible here. Let's see. She is depressed to the point of being basically psychotic, and also she's mentioned killing herself a couple of times, so potentially also suicidal. Like, she is heavily depressed. Like, this is bad. Like, bad depressed. And we're just gonna tell her, I love you? Like, that's a little... I don't think that's what we should be doing in this case. I mean, especially also considering the situation. We've been gunning for Natsuki the whole time, and to just be like, no, I actually love you, and like, I want to, you know, be your boyfriend. And it's like, that doesn't make any sense considering everything I've been doing up till now. It's like, that's dumb. You'll always be my dearest friend. She literally just said that she's scared that she likes me more than I like her, and that would just prove her point. So this is literally like a catch-22. It's like, so I would just be proving that, and I feel like that'd be like kicking her down a hill, basically. But I love you. I don't know, man. Let's put this in perspective. She's been a happy-go-lucky girl we've thought nothing about our entire life. And just now, we are discovering that she has secretly been hiding these feelings of, like, being depressed, heavily depressed. And this is I would say at least 4 years in the making. At least. It might be more. Because she said she's struggled with depression for a long time, and that's why she's always late to school. We've said she's been late to school pretty much for a very long time, which means she's basically been fooling us for a good chunk of our lifetime together. We're childhood friends, so it stands to reason that that's at least about half, if not half, then very close to half of our friendship. She's been deceiving us. So she's smart. If we say I love you, she's not gonna believe us. She's not. That's not true. She's not gonna believe us. No fucking way. She'll see right through it. It doesn't make any sense. Why would we start gunning for Natsuki so heavily, and then just to turn around and say, but I actually love you? We haven't been spending any time with her. We haven't been writing any poems for her.
Like, there's no reason for her to believe me if I told her right now, like, oh yeah, no, I actually do love you. I was doing all this because I love you. It's like, man, dude. And then like the other option, it's like, which one do I want to do? Do I want to lie? Do I want to be a liar, or do I want to be a liar, or do I just want to like potentially push her down a slippery slope? Oh man, this is rough. This is really rough. I don't want to be a liar, for real. I don't think I want to be a liar. I don't think I want to be, like, for real. I don't think I want to be a liar. I'd rather be honest with her. I mean, it's rough, but like the best thing to do in this instance is to be honest, because that's another thing I don't like. I don't like committing myself to a relationship that I'm not invested in. Like, I'm clearly not invested in her. I haven't put anything into her. There's no point in taking her. So it's selfish. It's like, but it's what I want, and in a relationship, it's about what I want and what they want. It's both things working together in tandem. She wants it, I don't. So there's a disconnect already. We can't enter a relationship with those kinds of terms. Needs to be a level of mutual understanding. So I think this is the answer I really want to give. You'll always be my dearest friend. She's gonna fucking hate it though. God, Lord. Please tell me we just take her straight to a fucking therapist. Please tell me we just take her straight to a therapist. We go contact her parents. Take her back to her parents. Yeah, you will always be my friend. Now let's go talk to your parents, like right now, about this. This is a very serious problem, and as your friend, we need to fix it. Right now, girl. So we're gonna do this. We'll just pray for the best. That's all we can do. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll get things back to the way they were. We also did tell her that we would have preferred going home with Natsuki over her. Like, we didn't tell her that like directly, but we did, like, she asked and then we chose Natsuki over her. So she knows that if we were to just be like, yo, no, I actually fucking love you, like that, we gave her no ends. We went full in on the Natsuki route. There's no leeway for us to pull back. Like, it would be such an out the ass type move. Like, I think anybody would see through it. Like, literally anybody would see through that. So this isn't just like a move. This isn't just like a move. Dude, I wish I had this much time to think about shit in my real life, because like, I don't think I could think about all this in real time. I think I would have said the same thing, but I wouldn't have thought this deeply about it, like fucking 5D chess. Holy shit. Like, that's such a, so many, it's like a chess move. Like, you're thinking so heavily about what they're fucking doing. God. But I'll get back to it. I'll stop my rant now. I'll get back to it. Please, don't hurt me. I promise I'll get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. It's just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I know this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. I really do know what's better for... Know me better than anyone, Roy.
I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. I'm not screaming. I'm not doing it. I'm not in a place where I can scream. I would definitely piss off my roommates, like, a lot. Jesus. Yeah, I'll try to whisper scream for you guys. It's like what I'm imagining. She like fucking full on screams. Clutching her head with both her hands, she screams as loudly as she can. God, pick her up. Take her to her parents. Take her to a psychologist, like a psychiatrist, right now. This girl needs help. I am so shocked that I don't even know how to react. What the fuck? No. I mean, I guess 16 years old, yeah, I'd be a bit fucking flabbergasted too by that point. But like the me right now, I'm just like, I guess it's because I've thought about it, but like in the moment, I guess I'd be freaked out too. But like, grab her, like help her. She just stops. Sayori looks over her shoulder, flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Chase her! Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Does nobody live here? Somebody should come out here and like be like, what the fuck is going on, kid? Why am I feeling so horrible about this? Go get her! Help her! There's nothing more that I could have done. You could be doing something right now! Holy shit, this is bad. Most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. Yeah, by literally helping her right now. She's like in the most dire part of her life right now. Like, you could say, oh, you're being so dramatic. She's literally being dramatic. You need to be dramatic back. Like, take this seriously. Girl is talking about like hurting herself and like has mentioned death several times in relation to like loving you, and you're like, oh my god, dude, you're failing right now. God, I now disassociate with MC. I do not like this guy. He has my name. He has no relation to me anymore. I can't. Go fucking help her, dude. Like, for real. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Yeah, fucking empty words. It's what it feels like to me. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. I'm sure. I know you think that. Now you gotta act that. Like, I get it, you know, in Japan, things are a little bit different in terms of like social terms. But like, I just can't let that fly. In these kinds of situations, you gotta take them seriously. This has to be taken very seriously, and it seems like he's not trying to put 100%. Like, they should be trying to help her, like, a lot more actively. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Well, you can't say you'll do everything. It's the day of the festival. So it's the next morning. And there's no music. Trust me, Dan. Also, again, Dan, bold? Where the fuck are we going with this? Ball days. I expected this to be the one. Yeah, and I don't notice that there's no music here. I notice that shit. I bop to the music.
Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. I mean, I get, okay, yeah, it makes sense. It's kind of a somber moment. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. See, even fucking worse. Go help her. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. No, it's not! This dude is literally an idiot. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself, carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. Knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Roy! And there's no music here? What the hell? Come on! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. Yeah, you're used to being a fucking idiot. Come on, man. Come on. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, Roy. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori tell her about it that quickly? And how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems and from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. What the fuck? Percent. Get out of my head. 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 Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
Dan, what the fuck are we doing? Speechless is what I am. Fuck, dude, what?
What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Roy? Why would you print this? You're fucked up. You're fucked up. You've done something here. So, like, this is where we were. Natsuki was up here. Monica was just below her. Then we had Sayori. Then we had Yuri. Sayori's outburst yesterday made her plummet to the bottom. And now Monica has plummeted possibly even lower than where Sayori is. Sayori came back up a little bit because I'm feeling somewhat sympathetic towards her. But, like, what the fuck, Monica? God, Jesus. Nothing. Why would you print this out? Jesus. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. The only thing I could think of is that Sayori would, but she printed them out. She would have read them all. And that's kind of hard to miss. It says, get out of my head at least 30 times before it starts the poem. Lord Christ. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori. So, well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? Should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. What the fuck was I saying? What the fuck was I saying? Come on, yeah, take this seriously, dude. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give to her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. Funny, it looks kind of like my house too. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. So I can't really hide it anymore. I do know about this shit. Like I've already seen this game before. I can't lie to you. I have. I've been putting on a good show for this, but yeah, I'm not gonna put on the full thing. But it still fucking gets me. I haven't seen this in years. God, I forgot when exactly. The only thing I remembered was I gently opened the door. That's the only indicator I had. Because I remember it. I remember that part. Fuck, dude. Getting back into this. Music gets all demented and shit. Oh, dude. Now I don't want to look at this anymore. What the hell? What the hell? Yeah. God, Lord, I still feel like the. I want to say like the cringe, but it's not like cringe like the colloquial like meaning. It's cringe like literally like a shiver down my fucking spine. It still hurts. It's not fun. It's not fun, man. It's not fun. Sayori.
Is this a nightmare? Dude, I fucking wish. I wish it has to be. This isn't real. Oh. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Dude, I'm proud of you. Fuck, I don't know if I could. I'm pretty sure I would. God, Lord. Just yesterday, told Sayori I would be there for her. Told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? What's up, Monica official? I'll just call you Monica. I think I've had another Monica jump into chat, so it might get confusing. I'll call you Monica O if they come back. God, Lord, what did I do wrong? I'll tell you what you did wrong, you dumb asshole. She screamed and ran off, and you did nothing. I was screaming, do something. Fuck, dude. I want to say he deserves this, but nobody deserves this. This is like, God, Jesus, dude. Like, no. She mentioned killing her. She mentioned death. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my God. This never gets easier. Maybe if you, like, just desensitize yourself to it completely. I'm scared for the next part, honestly. I remember that it gets fucked, like, really fast. But it's, like, it's been since the game released, which was about 5 years ago. This is the Plus Edition, by the way. And, God, Lord. I'm gonna cry. Turning down her confession. No, that has to been what pushed her over the edge. Okay, yes. Gigantic asterisks. Gigantic asterisks. You did nothing to help her. That's what actually did this. You're a fucking dumbass. You have my name, but I don't know if you're me. I feel like I would have done something. At least something. Like, mentioning, like, hurting herself multiple times. And the scream, dude. The scream? That shit. Fuck. You're a fucked up man, Dan. And I love you. I mean that last part, too. And I do love you. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Dude, we did what we had to do. We were going full Natsuki route. If we bullshitted her with the I love you, she would have seen right through it. Like, no fucking way. Why was I so selfish? This is all my fault. Yes, it is, buddy. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her. I walked her to school and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship. Then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset or try something different. I didn't save anytime recently. So, God, Lord, I should have saved at the I love you part. I should have saved there. I don't want to go all the way back here. I can't do that. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Your fault, dude. Yeah, Bro, there is no fucking reset. Reset? Why would I reset? I mean, why reset? Why reset? Did I just get like a bad end? Is this just bad end? Just do it? Okay. I guess this one. Wait, no. Wait, what? Autosave. That's from not that long. Oh, that's the autosave. Okay. I was joking. Okay. You got me there, buddy. You got me. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. Still, I couldn't do what she needed from me. Wait, yeah, there was the autosave. Yeah. There's the autosave right here. That's not that long ago. That's just this morning. So then I could theoretically go back, but then I would still have the confession. Like, nah, I think I'm screwed. I'm too far at this point. Might as well see where we go. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I can never take it back. Never. Keep talking in the game? Yeah, okay. Never. And, well. Well, guys, what a fun game. What a fun game. Okay, yeah. Forgot that. What the fuck? Okay. Well. All my saves and stuff are still here. You just go into what? Start a new game. Oh wow, we got an achievement for that. Nice. Sayori character deleted successfully. Oh, dude. Whoa. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor, is good friends since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. You did it, Monica. You did it. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of me in the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Buddy! I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Yeah, I guess that would help. I guess. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
You and me both, brother. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Dikta na, Monika-chan. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Roy? Oh, buddy!
Monika?
Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Really? I mean, not really. Ah, yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. You know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one.
A literature club! A literature club! Literature. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything.
Reading, writing, poetry.
I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's really funny, right? He's always insisting that manga is literature too. I mean, he's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monika say she?
Hey, Roy. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so.
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at very least visit my club, it would make me very happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Roy. You know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Like that, she's already... I don't even remember what I was mad about anymore. Why would I remember what I'm mad about? There's no reason for concern. Who was it that I gave a shit about? Nobody, that's who. Let us continue on our wonderful journey together. I forgot to read that part. I dejectedly followed Monika. Actually, I can go back, right? And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. Okay, yep. I dejectedly follow Monika across the school and upstairs.
a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica is full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. They don't want me to forget. They don't want me to forget that shit. Give me PTSD flashbacks right here. Just do this to me? You're just gonna do this to me right now? What's the plan, Dan? What's the plan? You were just about to make me whimsically forget everything. And now you want to bring me back? What's the plan? What's the plan, Dan? Anyway, a guest. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. Anyway, welcome to the club, Roy. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yeah, it is, baby. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. Girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Roy in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that. I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Roy? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself be intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Roy, what kind of things do you like to read? Jesus, Yuri, the voice change.
woman that sounds just like me. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Not a teacup, but you'll have to... Oh, I do have a mug.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me.
You and me both, sister.
Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
You and me both, sister. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I got a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind! That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud!" Give that back! Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. you agree as well, Roy.
Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry, I thought... Huh.
The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Roy. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting anyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. But writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Hey, now ain't nothing wrong with being a simp now, boy. Ain't nothing wrong with being a simp. Simphood is life. How we live. It's how we grow. It's how we prosper. Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Let's get it, boy. Yeah. Get right back in. Get right back in. I don't even remember why I was here before. I don't even remember. One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Oh my goodness. Really? Do you really mean that, Roy?
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me there for a moment. I mean, if you just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Roy, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Roy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. I mean, she's the best girl. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. 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 Getting a little ahead of ourselves. Let's not get a little ahead of ourselves. Still gotta meet everybody. Still gotta make our decisions. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yeah, let's go. What the? This is not a very special poem. Oh shit! I wanted to read it! Thought maybe if I like highlighted it, thought if I highlighted it, it would... No! I wanted to read the special poem! Damn it. Okay. So out of these two choices, I've already established the tiers. We have Natsuki up top. We have Monica second, and Yuri's at the bottom. Yuri's not bad. Frankly, I think the baseline for this is like good, like pretty good. It's just Yuri is like baseline, really good. Monica is incredible, and then, as I've said, as I've gone on record stating before, Natsuki is like god tier. I don't think I've seen tsundere levels this high. I don't think I've ever encountered a tsundere of this caliber before. So let's see what we can do. I bet that's, yep. We're just gonna gun. We're just gonna gun for it. So let's do it. Pink. Yep, that's definitely it. No, not that, please. I don't know why. I just don't really like that word right now. Bubbles. Sugar. Clouds. Jump. Yeah, I guess. The speakers just came back on. Insane. Hop. Yep. Kitty. Yep. Email. Ooh, I don't even know why. What the heck? Color. Kawaii. Yep. Dream. Oh. Skirt. Papa. Oh, well. Doki Doki. Giggle. Valentine. Dude, we're doing great. Hope. Oh. See what happens. I'm gonna do this day and then finish the poem, and then we're gonna save.
Hi again, Roy.
And yeah, then I'm gonna call it. So this is the last day I'm gonna do. Cause I gotta call it someone soon.
Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. The music is a little bit off. It's like higher pitched. Bro, I'm zooming in. Why am I zooming in? I'm zooming in. I swear, like, look at this. Look at this right over here. Look at this desk. We're getting closer and closer to the corner of this desk. Soon we were gonna overtake it. We are overtaking this desk. We are overtaking this desk, and we are now slowly zooming in. And the music pitch is different. Oh, well, what do I care? I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. No! Stop it! I just want to forget and be happy! Thanks for keeping your promise, Roy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. I don't know, Yuri. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
no. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here to hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I can't read, Monica. Monica, I have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga. Monica, room. Monica. Monica! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Me too! Look at that! Manga is literature! See, look, we have overtaken this desk. We have overtaken this desk now. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. And is the room tilting? The room is tilting. This is not the way the room was. I'm sorry, and we're getting closer. They've never been this close to me before. I'm sorry, Roy. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yeah, can you back up, please? Getting a little too close. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no to either. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not like that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. Oh, what shit. Dang, I didn't even know I could do that. I didn't even know I could turn this off. I can turn... Dang, dude, I didn't even know I could do that. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. He reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. But this is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'd like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. I don't think we've overtaken any more of the desk. Yeah, we've stopped. We have stopped in this position. Yeah, we have not advanced any further. We are officially stuck here. This is as close as we get. Thank goodness. I was getting scared. I was thinking we were just going to go infinitely into the void that is the center of Yuri's chest. I was just like, I don't know about that, Dan. We didn't have a very high, I guess it did have a very high rating. Damn. You sly dog, you. I look forward to hearing what you think. Whoa, I was right. Yeah, we were zoomed way the heck in. This is what it's supposed to look like. I expect Maya to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's just waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things that you can't really admit you're into unless you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. I need to blow my nose like really bad. I feel something. Thank you. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one on the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right back into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. See, a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know the feel. I get closer to look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. He points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Roy. Consider this a list. Don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the volume of Parfait Girls from the book box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Ooh-ha. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She passed the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Yeah, what's that? Ah, I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Ugh! Don't say that! You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say that's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, but she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and again? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I didn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it.
I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. It's probably harder for someone like you.
Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room.
My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this.
At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. Glance over at her. Looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki.
Yeah?
Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Whoa! Hey! So I'll just take a minute to just enjoy this fucking thing right here.
Ah! Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here.
Natsuki reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give him... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Roy. She's fine. It just happens every now and again. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share our poems now?
Yeah, let's do anything else. Should I show my poem to first? You know, Monica, you bailed me out of the situation. Let's see how normal you are. I should start off with Monica. Especially she seems so eager to read my poem. I want to know I'm putting in the effort.
Hi, Roy. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up.
I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing. I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Roy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? It's that sort of barrier that we need to learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem.
I like it, Roy.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house,
So she's in a fussy mood pretty often.
But sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down.
Fuck, dude, what the hell?
Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth.
Lord, dude, Lord.
But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound competent. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall. I think it's a new one.
Let's begin. This is the best version of this song. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings. My burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems that, on flat sheets of paper, sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Huh. Interesting.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform. That's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Performed out loud, it could be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway.
Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
That's all I can offer you.
Well, I guess we'll talk to Natsuki now. See what that was all about. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this poem when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure I never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she actually liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Because Monica will make me if I don't.
Eagles can fly. Pretty sure we read this one, but I'll read it again. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? The writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about the simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Well, I wonder who I should pick. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough for her to finish reading.
Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. It was your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different types, different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. No, just finding them and building them and getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, by learning from an example and trying new things. I also hope that everything else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathed. Calm, breathing air of the present, but livid in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I also liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, this story isn't about ghosts at all.
Really? You must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only get a glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express themselves in their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their world. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her past, lingering in a place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. We don't think a lot. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep writing.
I'm counting on you.
I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. No! Please don't do this to me. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way that my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. Eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. They read in tandem, watch each other. I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's brows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Huh? Oh, did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. I do have a couple of suggestions. Huh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Roy did too. Based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change soon, unless I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Ugh. And Roy liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Roy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to do everything overly cutesy. Ugh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Roy started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch! Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Oh my lord. It just keeps getting faster.
Just saying, that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your own sickening attitude. You still think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just fucking accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Roy hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Yuri suddenly turns towards me as if I noticed, as if she just noticed I was standing here.
But Roy, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it.
I don't know who to pick! I'm just gonna pick you! Yes. Hello there, Monica. What do you have to say about all this? Not much, I suppose.
Hey, Roy? Why don't we step outside for a bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I could able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you if you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Whoa. She quickly runs away.
Oh, dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Roy? Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. She keeps glancing at Monica.
You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one to go out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Roy. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really...
Whoa, buddy.
God, Lord. You never get over it, do you?
Well,
A day like that, I mean, they're both fucking crazy. Let's see.
Natsuki is being beaten by her father and starved. So that's a choice. Yuri is, I believe, just psychotic. And maybe potentially cuts herself. I don't really get what that's all about. So she might be like one of those like shy psychotic types at this point. So you know what? We take hungry. Hungry and abused over straight up might kill me. Hungry and abused over straight up might kill me. I'm just gonna say that right now. I would much rather deal with fixing someone who is abused and hungry, like just straight up abused, than someone who is probably going to abuse me. That's all I'm gonna say right now. That is the situation I'm in at this point. So yeah. In other words, full steam ahead. Let's go with that cute little tsundere crap. Was it any surprise to anybody that I was gonna come up with some kind of justification? But no, really, like my preference. She is still doing better. Although, honestly, if I had choice number 3, I might choose Monica, because literally she's the only one not being absolutely batshit insane right now. But alas, that is not a choice. You would think it would be, but it's not. So we're just gonna go full steam ahead. Full steam ahead. For some reason she likes email. Weird to me. Boop. What the fuck is this? Well then. Oh boy. Well, I don't like it when the music's gone. It's sad. We're gonna keep trying. God, I don't think there are any words for her. I think they got rid of every single word. Well then. The sins of my past come back to haunt me. But as promised, that was my last day. Jesus Lord Christ. We're just gonna go ahead and save right there. That's this slot 2 is where we are. Also the same as autosave. It's the same thing, really. God, Jesus, no. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh my Lord, and there it is. Well, let's go see what the plus offered me. Yes. Yep, we got pictures. Can I go down?
Yep, there's all the girls. There's all their chibi forms. Oh, look, and they have a Monica one here, too. Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've seen that. Valentine's Day 2019. Oh, nice. Sayori's first poem. Sayori's second poem. Natsuki's first poem. Natsuki's second poem. Natsuki's special poem. Acquired by writing all 3 poems for her. Oh, buddy, that was a special one? Okay. Yuri's first poem. Yuri's second poem. Monica's first poem. Oh! It was the same. Okay. Monica's second poem. So it's going to be the same again. Monica's third poem. The lady who knows everything. Yeah, we went over that today. Wait, what? Oh shit! What? It's a continuation. Holy shit! Let's read it all. Let's read it all. Let's read it all. It's a continuation. I didn't even notice that. A hole in a wall. It could have been me. See the direction the sparkle produced? The spackle? See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching on forever. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Now let's go to this. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance around at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there any others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Dang, I didn't know it was a continuation. I had no idea about that. There she is. Write a poem for Natsuki. Write a second poem for Natsuki. Acquisition to help Natsuki for the festival. Oh, here it is. Shit. One of the 11 special poems. Okay. And nothing is real. Nothing is real? Oh. The protagonist's kitchen. Sayori's bedroom, stuff with amusing stuffed child from her childhood. There's an area around Sayori, protagonist in Sayori's house. A corridor of the school, a random classroom, a classroom used for literature club measures, background used for the poem minigame, closet in the storeroom, best known for the storage of Natsuki's manga collection, concept art. A concept sketch of the complete cast drawn by Kagefumi. Ah, you get this by selecting Doki Doki during the word game. Interesting. Some concept sketches of Natsuki's second CG. Due to the scene's lack of realism and general absurdity, it was a challenge to get Natsuki's angle correct, especially in the perspective alignment with the background. And she's just as cute here as she is in the scene. A sketch of Sayori's initial character design drawn by David Evelyn. In Act 1, call Sayori for help during the Natsuki and Yuri's argument. Huh. A sketch page by David Evelyn to test and compare different uniform styles. The characters featured are arbitrary designs by David for the purpose of testing the uniforms. Well, we can clearly see where Natsuki is. She's kind of over on the right. That's clearly where her inspiration comes. In Act 2, select the corrupt word during the poem game. Oh, look. Cool. Didn't even know that. Well, for right now, we're just going to take our prize. Let's take our prize and set this. Yes, baby. Error? Oh, yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get that stuff. So we have all this stuff. So do we have the full playlist now? Yeah, because this is... Yep, this song. Yep. This is a good song. I love this one. Yeah. This song. That's a good song too. I like that one. Really chill. Oh, we did unlock this one. This one's new. Please stop. This is obviously new to this. Interesting. And it plays it in the background. Do I have files? What the fuck? Can you hear me? There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their fractured, manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their hosts, seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new skirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I chose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. What the fuck? I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? What the fuck? Attribute. Whoa. Huh. Okay, well that's a drawing. Jump exception occurred at exception. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This will probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. Uh-oh. Huh. Somebody's missing. Somebody's missing. Well, I guess not only did she kill herself, but she literally got deleted out of here. And I guess this is... Wait. Damn, dude. If I just deleted her, something deleted her. Interesting. The mystery gets bigger. Game.
Sayori's winning word. What the? It tells me what their words are. Holy crap! Natsuki's words. I don't understand what game/poem words text. Yuri's words. Natsuki's words. Sayori's words. They don't give you Monika's words though. Huh. Yep, I kind of figured. Internal. Note, insecure directory. This is a scratch disk. Do not use it to store sensitive or permanent things. If you need to access to the files, encrypted file share, copy them to your disposable drive and plug it directly into the client. Do not copy them here. Ria is working on setting up a proxy mail server so we can have proper remote communication without having to worry about the higher-ups. Keep everything offline until then. Paula. What the fuck is this? Is there a passcode for this? What the heck? That does nothing. That does nothing. 555? Oh. Backup. What is backup? Meeting notes. Updated development timeline. New tests. Test cases for new genetic model. Server time optimization idea. Automatic data collection. Data migration to encrypted file. Share Monday. VM2 roadblocks. Row on VM2. Everyone else in VM1 for data collection. Ideas for data research types, visual renders, audio data, VM environment changes, persistent variable tampering, timestamps, parsing thought patterns, no excessive server time needed, meeting over time, you know who went on too many tangents again, I need to be more assertive about staying focused. File copy test from disposable drive to thin client. There's still, what the fuck? It still goes, man. It just keeps going. Well, I think that's everything in here. Did we get mail? No mail. Well, that's everything. I guess we're done. Oh boy. Well, that was a day. That was a day for sure. Oh man. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed this nice, relaxing game to calm my nerves. It definitely did that. Definitely calmed my nerves. Made me feel a lot better in the middle of my week. I feel like I'll be able to get through the rest of my week because of this. I feel like I'll be able to get through the rest of my life because of this moment right now. But anyway, that's enough about me. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, thanks for coming on. Have a good rest of your week. And hopefully I'll see you guys next week. I believe next week is the last week of my season. I'm going to be playing Valheim, and then I'm going to have a mystery stream. Valheim will probably be on Tuesday, around this same time, and then next Wednesday, week from today, there'll be a mystery stream. I'm not gonna tell you what that is, but it's gonna happen. And I hope to see you guys there. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and week, like I said earlier. Bye!